Hey guys, Zooter77 here again with yet another edition of the Mario Kart 64 VA Tournament Archive. We are in the continuation of saying Konichiwa to the third wheel. If I haven't said it before the last 2 days. I know I did not, so yeah, just wanted to recap for those of you that are tuning in. Meanwhile, in the year 3222, there will be an anniversary for this 1611 ties. Eyes here. And that's literally what the scoreboard is. Just that's for those of you who can't see it. Anyway, let's move on to the rest of the third quarter. Starting off with Sherbet Land, which, unlike the Wii version, has more traction here. Need I recap it again for those of you who did not watch the early episodes? Oh, but Hurley Bolt for Melee Man, who is actually starting out front running. And oh, he blocked the D equal to shell. The only of early games that can actually do that, I think. Because I know later games, fake items were way useless. Anyway, Dennison used his shrooms to get into third. Kazuya, more powerful with a star. Or Trent used up his shrooms, and he's now using a star. They're all trying to catch Melee Man, but are not doing a good job with it. It's so far. Kazuya, willing to try again. Oh, but Melee Man steals a bolt. Oh, he better use it, because Kazuya's on his back. And he does! Nice use with Melee Man. And meanwhile, Dennison hanging back with some red shells. And he uses them up to no avail. Getting a star, trying to get back in the game. Meanwhile, Kazuya targeting Melee Man, and he will take the lead. But he better watch out, though. Dennison fires a bolt. Well, he's about to fire a bolt, actually. Yep, he does. Anyway, shroom game for Dennison. Well, Trent will have to stand by with his shrooms. Actually, he'll be able to use them now. Meanwhile, Kazuya goes over the last skip. Oh, Trent makes the same mistake! They never learn, do they? Melee Man going in. Dennison, why? Oh, Kazuya. Ending up third. Why no swag finishes from the top three? That is just horrible. Trent's giving all the swag finishes. But he's not getting the finish whatsoever. Ugh. That is the worst Sherbet Land we've witnessed. It's in the history of this series. On to Royal Raceway. Where Melee Man, once again, starts out front running. Meanwhile, Trent. Oh, but Trent ain't probably going to disrupt that with a bolt. Meanwhile, I'll double shroom still for Kazuya, but Melee Man takes back the lead. Meanwhile, Kazuya, oh, it's going to be an epic rivalry between the rookies here. Meanwhile, gold shroom for Dennison, and let's see how far he gets with it. Meanwhile, Trent has to fire that bolt. Oh, Dennison goes to the right. That is a huge problem. Trent will be continuing. Oh, and that sends Dennison back. Oh, that is not a good round whatsoever. And I think there we have it, unless Dennison can speed all the way up and get back in the action, or if somebody does another slip-up, I think we have our top three settled. Well, this Trent continues to front run, because of his successful bolt. But Melee Man getting triple greens, and that's not going to do any good. Neither is Kazuya's Deke. Meanwhile, shroom for Dennison. Looks like nobody's getting a bolt here. Here as Melee Man picks up triple shrooms. As is continuing the shell game, aim for Dennison and Kazuya. Oh, with triple reds. Meanwhile, single green. Triple shrooms for Kazuya, who's still got a bit to go. Oh, I mean, Trent has got this race down for sure. Or he was probably still avenging that battle we saw during Neck and Neck and Neck. Or episode 7. Where he went from first to last. But Trent will not have that fate happen here. Here, as he got a good gap going against Melee Man and Kazuya. And Dennison still trying to catch back up. Getting a star, but more shells. It's like a total shell game. Oh, Dennison finally gets the bolt, but Trent's invincible. Oh, bam! Shock dodge! Just Trent will finish this race in good fashion. And proving that some of the veterans are still there. Air to dominate. Meanwhile, Melee Man and Kazuya, this is the real race to the finish line. As Kazuya now has triple shrooms. Oh, Melee Man second, Kazuya third with a swag finish. Oh yeah. And Dennison fourth. Man, props to Kazuya for giving a swag finish on Royal Raceway like I always do with Grand Prix. Clearly. Anyway, on to Bowser Castle. Well, and Trent will continue to front run here. Here with a conga line. As Melee Man had triple greens. He's trying to catch up to the leader. Who just passed Thwomp's Alley. And down the stairs for Melee Man as he will try to catch up. Oh, he's more than a straightaway back here. Up the spiral. Oh, and Trent is gonna fall! Oh, wow! Very impressive bolt by Dennison. Anyway, Melee Man picking up a star. R trying to catch back up. Up to Dennison. And he will do so, but there's a blocker on Dennison's end. And, oof. Oh, and he hits a bomb. That's not useful at all. All if you're a pro karter. Meanwhile, down the stairs again. And, oh, it's gonna be a three-way race for the lead. Dennison has another bolt. Looks like he's going to utilize it at the right point. As the top of the spiral hits and the bolt is activated. Melee Man and turning into a squash. Trent still doing well though. Oh, as he will take the final lap. But Brent, oh my god, Brent, I don't know what happened with him. Meanwhile, Kazuya with a bolt. Melee Man and becoming he was butternut squash, now he was spaghetti squash with the peach hair. Meanwhile, oh, Trent had a bolt and he steals Kazuya's golden shroom. There's no coming back now. Well, not to first place, I mean, but still. Alright. Oh, and Dennison got a red. That's gonna be a problem. Because Trent knows once he passes, oh, it's going to be fired on him. Oh, yep, Trent is good. Oh, no, he's not. Wow. Dennison, his shell ends up missing and he falls off again. Kazuya with a star ends up in second. Kazuya in third, but the blue shell would not matter as Dennison ends up in last. Meanwhile, scores is still a very tight battle. I mean, well, this one's more tighter than going into this. Kazuya in the lead with 20 points. Dennison in a one-track radius, 18 points. Melee Man and Trent a full track behind. On Kazuya, it is just when you think it's anyone's game. Ugh, man. I mean, this is not as good as Semi-A from 2018, but hey, this is a pretty intense battle, though, between rookies and veterans. Meanwhile, tune in tomorrow for this epic conclusion that could maybe go down in history. Also, let's not forget the Stump the Fans trivia quiz answer. And much more coming up tomorrow. This has been Zuyu77 signing off for now. Tune in next time for on the Mario Kart 64 VA Tournament Archive for all the juicy endings.